Good morning, Jim Bigelow, Cobalt Banker Select, Tulsa, Oklahoma. John, let's talk today a little bit about hunting season's getting ready to start.
Yes, it is, Jim. Yes, it is.
And, I know there's leases, people lease property for deer hunting specifically, but they go hunting for birds and other things on people's land. What type of liability is there for not only the landowner that leases his property out or allows somebody to hunt on it, but does the hunter also have that liability? And I know the answer to that is yes, but are they insured if they were to shoot an oil well, a pumping unit, or hit a car that they didn't know was, passing by or on the other side of some trees or something, just an accident.
Or even a person.
Or even a person. We're not talking malicious.
Just accidental things.
Just accidental.
Which happen.
So let's look at that liability a little bit for the homeowner or the property owner and then also the hunter.
That's a great question, Jim. And in all honesty, a lot of it's going to depend on the company your insurance is with and how they rate stuff like that on policies.
Right.
Some companies are going to cover stuff like that on a personal property level, but if you're leasing the land out, some companies are going to require you have a commercial policy on that land because you're making profit.
Right.
Of people coming in and hunting. And so that's going to be one of those things that if you're doing that, if you're doing something, out of the ordinary, you need to be talking to your insurance agent, make sure you have coverage for that, because that's the whole point of having insurance is to have that coverage, right?
Right. Now, if you're a property owner, you can't just say, okay, John, I'm going to lease you this land, but I want you to have insurance on it. And how does that landowner know you got insurance and you can't pass?
Well, you can't get insurance on land you don't own anyway.
Right. You can't transfer that responsibility.
You can't. And so the landowner, to me, it just makes sense that if you're going to do this, you call in and say, hey, I'm covered for this.
Right.
But a lot of people don't. They just assume, and assuming will get you in the courts losing losing a lot of money.
Well, what brings this up is I've heard some of these discussions where, I just make the guy lease and cover me and all this. And I didn't think you could do it that way. So
not as far as I know of you. We won't sell you insurance if you don't own the land.
Right. So the big thing here is make sure you're covered. I think
exactly. Just call in, discuss it with your agent, and if you're a hunter going out on leased land and things like that, you want to make sure your liability policy is going to cover you while you're out there, because if you accidentally shoot somebody, whether you kill or maim them, you have a lawsuit on your hands.
Well,
and you want to make sure you're covered against that.
I think the biggest advice we can give is your buddy that's been doing it for last 10 years isn't the expert.
Exactly.
Don't necessarily believe everything you hear. Check it out with that professional.
That's why we're here. That's why we're professionals. Just like if somebody has a question about real estate, you don't go ask your buddy about it. They need to call you. That way they can get professional legal advice on that.
Right. If you're working real estate, call realtor, insurance, car mechanic, ask that.
Doctor, lawyer. It's all in the same category. If you've got an internal issue going on, you're not going to go ask your best buddy, hey, what do you think this is? You're going to go to a doctor, and he's going to run tests and find out. Same thing with all other professionals. That's exactly what we do.
Well, there we go. That's our hunting tip.
Hunting.
I can't tell you where to find them or how to find them or anything else, but we can tell you how to protect yourself.
If you find the wrong deer.
That's right. That's right. So we hope this gives you a little thought. Maybe you're not a hunter, but maybe it's on another topic.
Anything that involves other people with your stuff, you need to be
That's
asking questions about liability.
Loaning a car, loaning a four-wheeler. You may loan a four-wheeler to a hunter, even though you're not a hunter. You use it for other
Boats, Sea-Doos,
anything.
yeah, anything.
Just make sure you're covered so you can continue enjoying all those things.
Exactly.
If you have any questions on real estate, please feel free to give me a call. Jim Bigelow, Cobalt Banker Select, Tulsa, Oklahoma. You can reach me at 918-640-4657. Or John, if they have an insurance question,
918-693-8820, or you can shoot me an email, john.buchanan@countryfinancial.com.
great. We look forward to seeing you here again next week.